Okay, Queens and Kings, so starting off with the first DIY here, we're going to use these vinyl letters as well as this love sign that both came from the Dollar Tree. And I did went ahead and painted my love signs off camera using this Walmart paint here, this little crafts paint. And I'm going to use these little foam sheets that I got from Walmart from my old project. And I'm using this picture frame here. I think it's a 9 by 12 or 10 by 8 by 10. Anyways, but a pair of scissors, some hot glue sticks, E6000, as well as this adhesive glue also came from the Dollar Tree. And this little confetti glitter or whatever you want to call it came from the Target dollar spot, and a hot glue gun. And I'm also going to use Dollar Tree little gems here, as well as a mixture of the ones here that I got from Old Time Pottery. Now this little part here, I got this idea from Mimi's Glam and Designs. Shout out to you, Queen, for this design here. I thought it was so cute and clever that she had did. I will actually link the video down below. The difference between hers and mine, hers is white and glammed out even more, and I'm just doing a solid black, and I'm basically just gonna add my gems in here, but half the way. All because I still want the heart to show the little outlining of the heart. But how I actually did this is basically just place some glue down and place a gem, and then you just basically pile it up on top of each other. You place some glue down and place a gem, but for to get it to stack up like this, you need to place some glue on the gem and some on the side of the wording there on the wood, just to actually start it piling it up on top of each other to get them to stand up basically. Okay, so here are both of mine. This is how they turned out, which I love the way that they turned out. And as you can see there, what I was meaning about the outlining of the heart, I still wanted that to show through. So I did not fill it all the way up like Miss Mimi did hers. So shout out to you once again, Queen. So we're going to move on to our picture frame here. Here I'm going to take out all the content that's in the picture frame, and I'm going to hot glue the glass down because I don't want it to move or shift or anything like that. So once that I did that, I'm going to take my little confetti here that I got from Target Dollar Spot, like I said, and you see how cute and unique they are. They got XOXO. Now, the first idea I came up with is basically placing this all over the glass, the bottom of the glass, because you will see that on top, and then place the foams. But then I went back and thought, I said, no, I want to put a mirror in there. So I took some of the confetti out and just basically pushed the rest of them around, so therefore they could be on the outline of the mirror. And then I put the glitter foam, which you guys see here. I'm sorry I didn't show that clear, but I just cut them down to size and placed them in there. That was it, just to hold the glass in place. And then I placed all the other content that came out of the picture frame back in, and I secured it on the back with some hot glue, so make sure that nothing moves and no glitter come out or confetti. So moving on, we're just gonna flip that over, and this is how it looked, which I like this idea so far. I'm loving the way it looked. And please don't forget to clean your mirror, because I actually did. I had to go back and do it and clean your glass as well. So we're going to move on with the letters, and I'm just trying to place the wording down that I choose to put down, and it's going to say I love you, which I do truly love you, queens and kings. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So now I'm basically using the paper that it came with, because once these touch the mirror or whatever, they stick. So you have to be very careful. But I'm gonna go back off camera because I don't like the way that this look, and I'm gonna change it and make it closer, so therefore I don't make any more mistakes. But this is how it all turned out, and I love the way that it looks so far. But I gotta go a little extra mile, so we gotta put a little more glam and everything else all on it. But you guys will see that pretty soon. So we're going to flip the picture frame back over, and now we're going to lay our love sign, which we're going to use these as the legs or whatever to stand up the tray. So basically I'm facing them downward, well, upside down, and I'm going to put some hot glue on top of the love signs, but I'm not going to place them directly on the edge of the picture frame, because once I did that, it didn't seem like it was stable enough on anything like that. So I'm going to move at least probably an inch or an inch and a half inward, so therefore it can get more stability for that can stand up. And I'm going to do that for each end. And as you guys see, I did paint the back of the love signs too, because I didn't want it to like show difficult, look tacky pretty much. Now this the part I did not include was the bling wrap. I'm decided to use the bling wrap because I'm going to place those gems that you guys seen there, and I wasn't sure how I was going to hold the gems up, so I decided to put the bling wrap down, glue that down, so therefore I can utilize the holes that's in the bling wrap, and the pointiness of the gems can actually sit in a hole or two. Now, yes, with all that being said, let's move on. So what I did, what you guys have not seen, was that I did place some E6000 down first, and then placing the gem. Sorry about that. To actually secure it even more and hold it in place while the hot glue dries up. As you guys can see here, so I just place some down in the areas that I want, and then I'll go back with my hot glue, then I place a gem. Now as you guys can see, I don't know if you look very closely, I am using two different types of gems here. You see one that is high, you see one that is low. The ones that are higher and shining more are the ones that I purchased from Old Time Pottery. The one that is a little dull and shorter, the one like I'm putting down now, are from Dollar Tree. So this is how they look, but they still give off a cute little glam little look. I think the bling wrap actually helped that even more. But I'm gonna continue doing this all the way around. Okay, so here it is. This is how it turned out. Can't you guys see how glamorous it is? And I love this. I love this. I love the way that this turned out. I really love the whole idea of this. And you guys will actually see this tray again in my canning station. So come back for that, because pretty soon I will be actually doing that video as well with my hot cocoa station. But I love the way how it turned out. And it even sparkled even more with the foam sheets behind it, and then we got the bling wrap, and then you got more of the gems also. So it really did bring it up a notch, and I do love the way how the love signs turned out as well. And there's Andre. He gotta come by somewhere. Oh my god, he's not far behind, y'all. He's not. Trust and believe that. Okay, so we're gonna move on with the second DIY. Now this is the most simplest one out of them all. Here I'm using the washi tape from the Target dollar spot. Now I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to use. One have the hearts and one have the XO. And this here is a little plaque that came from the Dollar Tree from an old DIY, and the mirror came from Walmart. And I just painted the outsides of it black. So after you basically choose the washi tape that you want to use, and as you can see, I'm using the XO one. Here, now this little washi tape was a little difficult, all because it actually scratchy, because it have the holes in it, if that makes sense. If I pull it a little too tight, you'll see that the line go uneven, and if I don't pull it tight enough, it didn't lay down flat enough. But off camera I went back and fixed it, and I'm gonna do 3 rows of this. So as you can see, I did 3 rows, and now I'm taking my E6000 and I'm going to outline a heart. After I use the E6000, I will go back with the hot glue, and then I will start placing the gems on the outline of what I just did, to form the heart. But the hot glue is basis for the whole until the E6000 dries. Now the way that I'm placing the gems, I'm placing them outward, like the biggest part of the gem is facing out and the pointed part is facing on the inside of the heart. So just continue, and as you guys can see, this is how I have it housed. I'm not sure if this is going to stay in this area right now. It is my hot cocoa station, but I do love the way that it turned out. Now you can actually fill this all the way up with the gems. Now I thought about doing it, but it would like defeat the purpose, because I have the little XO washi tape showing or whatever. And don't mind the background, y'all. I am still back there working on DIYs for you all, so you will see most of those pretty soon. But I love the way that this looks. It's just simple glam, and just a nice little wall with decor. So if you queens and kings enjoying these DIYs so far, please go ahead and just give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. But here is my favorite of all time, which is my little XO Glam game. So what I'm going to use for the base of it, I'm using an old picture frame, and I think this picture frame is like a 12 by 14, and I'm using only these gems here that came from the old time pottery store, and they were $3.99 a pack. I like these because these shine more, and they show up better on the camera than the ones at the Dollar Tree. They're a little dub. And I'm also going to use the washi tape, and I'm using the one with the hearts, and this is some, oh my god, I forgot the name of the paper, but hot glue and some E6000 parchment paper. I think that's what they call. But yeah. Anyway, so now I'm flipping my picture frame over, and I'm basically going to use the base, the backboard of it as my base, and I'm going to take my washi tape and I'm going to make 3 rows and 9 squares. The idea of using this washi tape is basically for the XO, so you can basically, when you play the game, but the squares need at least be big enough so your X and your O can just fit in there comfortably without actually overlapping to the next row. So cut off any excess washi tape, and now we're moving on. We're going to place that back in there and secure it, and then we're going to flip it over and just place that to the side and move on to the next step. So now the next step is basically making our X's, which in this bag here only big gems and smaller gems come in, and as you guys can see, they are so cute and sparkle. I just love the way they look. But I'm going to use 10 for each X, and we're going to start off with the X first, and then we'll go to the O's. Now with the parchment paper, the reason I'm using this, I think that's the name of it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the reason I'm using this because you can place any type of glue on it and it will not stick. You can peel it off. And I'm going to start off I did start using the E6000, then I'll turn around and start using the Dollar Tree adhesive glue. But I'm going to use 5 of the gems for the first row, and I just put some of the glue down and place them on it just like a domino effect, and line them up real close so they can like basically touch each other. The point will touch the first one, the point will touch the next one, like that. You guys get what I'm saying. Hopefully you do. But now the third gem as well as the fourth, that's where I'm placing the E6000 in between that, so therefore I can place a gem in there so it can connect, because I need this all to connect so it don't fall apart. I'm just going to place down some more gem, but make sure that I place some gem to the one I just placed down on the back of, so I can overlap that, as you can see, so they can stick together. The trick is just to make sure that they all connect together. That's all, but it's pretty easy. I hope I'm explaining it very well for you all. That just slipped clean out of my hand, y'all. It really did, because I'm trying not to get no more glue all over my fingers. But as you can see, it did form an X, so it gave me the look that I was going for. And we're just going to sit that to the side, let that totally dry as possible. If not, you can always add hot glue. But before we move on to the O, here, I'm showing you guys different styles with the different glue that I did use. The first one here is the hot glue. Now this is how this one turned out, and as you see, the Dollar Tree gems, that's what I used in some of the old time pottery gems, but the one in the middle are the Dollar Tree gem, and it made it look cloudy with the hot glue. Now this is the one that we did together here, which I love it, but you see that it did not totally stick right there. All I'm going to do is just add a little dab of hot glue and just basically connect it like that. And that's pretty much just it. But using the Dollar Tree glue, I really do love the way that it looks, because you still have the shines and the sparkle of the gems that I did use from old time pottery. But they came out just like I really wanted them to come out though. And I'm just going to cut off the little excess of glue that dried up that when we peeled it off the parchment paper, which I did not show you guys that, so I apologize, but it's just taking it off. Now, this is the E6000, and this is how they look. It really came out pretty cute as well, but it do have a look cloudy base. But this is the one that we did with the Dollar Tree glue, and it turned out not cloudy. But I'm going back just to show you guys the one with the hot glue, because like I said, that is the Dollar Tree, and the ones on the end are the old time pottery. And I just want you guys to see the difference, so you have options of which one you want to use, but my vote is for the all-purpose glue from the Dollar Tree. But you can use whatever you have just to do. It's just a game. It's just a game. That's all it is. Just a game. Okay, so now moving on to the O. We're not doing nothing for the O. We're just going to use the large gems for the O. That is it. I'm not doing nothing fancy. And this is how it turned out. Oh my goodness. I love the way that this look. Oh my goodness. With the mirror, you can actually use a mirror base. You don't even have to use the black. I think that's what I'm going to do after the holiday or after Valentine Day. And as you guys see, I did add some bling onto the rolls that I did make the squares, but I love it. I totally love it. You guys let me know which one of these DIYs was your favorite, which one you really like, because I really do like this one though. But if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up, comment, like, and share the video, and subscribe if you're new to the Glamorous Castle and Decor. And I will talk to you queens and kings in the next video. Bye bye.